This large two-story cabin belonged to Jesus and Juan Diego Sunday, who lived in it before and after the Great War. They also operated a bar and moonshine distillery from their property's borders. When they decided to join the Free States, they turned their cabin and bunker into an official distillation center for the faction, producing moonshine for the Free States and their affiliates. They worked closely with Vault-Tec University students to create accelerated distillation machinery, which came in handy after the Great War. The Sunday brothers turned out to make a killing on the product, with the one issue being that their factory attracted the attention of ornery, mutated wildlife. The two of them defended their livelihood, setting up a profitable relationship with Harper's Ferry, trading moonshine for ammunition. Juan later met Brianna Hawk, who would eventually prove their undoing. After the fall of Harper's Ferry to the Scorch Beasts, Hawk and her survivors arrived at the cabin, following J.D. Jesus believed that she was manipulating his brother and scared them away with a shotgun, refusing to share their supplies with them. However, Juan continued to give them supplies in secret. When Jesus discovered it, he decided to confront his brother. The situation spiraled out of control, escalating into regular warfare. It culminated in a gun battle during which Jesus shot his own brother. Hawk's group set fire to the fields around the cabin, losing most of their number to the flames. Jesus himself died of a gunshot wound on top of the rocky outcrop by the distillers that gave them wealth and misery. Years later, Slayer, a member of the raiders from the crater, led a small crew who, in June of an undated year, discovered the cabin. Seeing fit to claim it as their own, Slayer's crew scavenged the property, leading Asher to find a dormant Mr. Handy that once belonged to the Sunday brothers in the basement. The next day, Slayer got the robot back online. It would not shut up about making moonshine, but Slayer thought that starting such an operation would be a good fit for his gang. They eventually named the Mr. Handy Moonshiner Ned, after a talkative drunk person that they had previously encountered. Ned spoke of making more moonshine and holding a jamboree, which Slayer and his gang saw as an opportunity to party. By June 16th, Slayer and his crew had finished setting up their fortifications at the bunker and decided to hold the party to celebrate, courtesy of Ned's moonshining efforts. However, at the same time, the crew began to hear strange noises coming from the wilderness surrounding the cabin. Slayer chalked this up to Clay simply wandering off. However, some of the raiders began to spot giant lizards at the edge of the property. Ned was excited about this, saying that their venom makes the moonshine more special. By the end of the next week, though, most of Slayer's crew had abandoned him, fearful of the creatures stalking the cabin and feeling weak from the strength of the moonshine. Slayer refused to back down, saying he would not go down without a fight if it came to that with the creatures. By June 29th, everyone but Ned and Petey had left Slayer, who was feeling more unwell from the effects of the moonshine. Slayer wrote that the creatures were drawing closer to the cabin, something that he invited in his drunken stupor. Slayer and Petey are found dead throughout the property, while Moonshiner Ned is still active, hoping to hold more moonshine jamborees.